Okay guys, today we're at a new location, and what this is a town I've probably been by a million times. I just didn't know how old it was, and when I was looking up the history of the other place we were doing, I come across the history of this. But it used to be a town called Palestine, and it actually was laid out in 1824, so it's like extremely old. I think some of it dates back to almost the late 1700s. Then basically the town boomed up till the Civil War, then it kind of just died out. I think a lot of it was because there was like a couple railroad tracks going through here. Then now it's just basically a part of Mount Sterling, Ohio. So basically I wanted to show you this, and of course we're in a graveyard, but there's like this weird thing about it, because if you look in the video description, I'm gonna put a lot of stuff in there. So I'm gonna put a stuff about the history, the map, tell you everything about how I came about finding this place, and hopefully we'll find something. But I ended up coming here last Sunday. I talked to the minister and stuff, and I went through the town. There really is not a lot of places to metal detect, but I got a permission to a field like right across the street, so we're gonna be doing a soybean field basically. So I'm gonna show you this, but this is a graveyard. So the story behind it is, if you look at these stones, they got concrete in them, and I guess, I don't know what year it was, but someone actually came in here and threw all the stones in this graveyard, and it was actually at one time a big graveyard, and they threw them over the hillside. Then someone came in and they went down the hill, and I mean, it's like a hell of a hillside. I mean, there's actually a creek down there called Deer Creek, and so that, you know, it's probably a lot of work to haul them back up here, but they actually brought them back up here and put them here in concrete. But the weird thing about it, they only brought up the ones that were in good condition, so they just set them in here. So they're not by like Pacific graves or anything. They just set them in here, more or less. I think that's kind of weird, but I mean, I think they should just maybe take up a fund and do like some kind of memorial and just put a big thing in here, because so basically all these graves, they're not even, who even knows if they're even over bodies, but the whole thing's a graveyard. And the old map, like you guys will see if you go in the video description, is I think the church set over there. Well, now there's a church here, and I was in this church last Sunday, and it's not very old. I don't know how old it is, and the minister, he was a younger guy, so he said he grew up in Mount Sterling, so he said this has been here since he's been alive, but he was like in his 40s, so there's not a lot of history. But I'm almost positive that, I mean, it's even a chance that there could be graves under this church. That's how weird it is. It's like somebody was mad at the people or something. I mean, it's just weird that, and I'm talking about a lot of graves. There's probably, you know, hundreds and hundreds of graves in here, and you can kind of see like low spots. But someone came here and literally took all the markers and threw all the tombstones over the hillside. Then they just brought these in here. Someone actually went down there, but I think it was a long time ago when they actually put them in here. You know, like it had to be in like the 1900s sometimes with this concrete. But I mean, it's like way down there. I mean, this is all overgrown. I mean, maybe sometime I'll try to go in back here, because I'm sure there's so much history here. I mean, there's a lot of history to this town. So basically what I'm going to do is I'll probably make like a silent film, and I'll kind of show you guys what it's like now, because I was reading last night, and I've been trying to find out where the old schoolhouse is on that map, and it said it was a residence. But I mean, you'll see what I'm talking about. It's kind of hard. You know, across the street from this is just a big giant trailer court, and I think the trailer court runs all the way over the other side. I've seen an old log cabin over there, but I'm not for sure of the date of it. And if you, like I said, it's really hard, trust me. I mean, going through the town, I mean, there's like trespassing signs. There's a couple people the houses I would probably not be nervous about going. Not that I'm nervous, it's just I don't want to get in any conflict with anybody. And you know, they got like weird signs posted, you know, they'll shoot you and stuff like that. It's kind of, there's a lot of weird stuff back in here, but I'll kind of like video, like a silent video at the end. So just watch the video till the end and you'll see it, and we'll get over in this field and hopefully we'll be able to find something. So I'll get back to you as soon as we get into the field. Okay guys, we changed locations. Actually, I went into Mount Sterling because I tried everything in that field. It's like it's full of trash. It's like there's so much trash in there, it's just unbelievable. I kind of went to the other side down the railroad tracks, and it's just like people are just throwing so much trash down in there. It's unreal. Even in the field, it's like every good signal I'd have, I'd dig down and it'd be like a pop can or something way down in the ground, like a foot down in the ground. So I came over here, and this is actually a place called Veterans Park. And they've been having festivals here for years. I talked to a lady up front because there's like an old church, and I've been here before. I've never been here with my E-Track. And I think the last time I was here, like, it was a long time ago. I can't even remember, it's been so long ago, but I don't remember ever finding anything decent in here. So I come through here, and I'm in the back of it right now. There's some big trees over here, and I can see where there's fresh plugs. Like, I can see where someone, not that they dug bad plugs, I can just tell that someone has been here recently. So then I walked away from the tree, and I got my first good signal, and I dig down. I thought this was pretty cool, but I think I found the smallest car in the world. Look at that. Ain't that cool? I don't know what this is off of. I've never even seen a car that small before. So I'll get back to you guys, but we'll probably stick the day out here so I can save this video. Maybe we'll find something because it's pretty big. And like I said, I got a good metal detector. I'll just start digging like deep signals and see if I come up with some old silver. Okay guys, I'm onto a signal. It seems like there's a lot of signals in here. I don't think anybody, they might have been over here metal detecting it, but I was at first I was just going to go through and see if I could find a gold ring. And there's a lot of pull tab signals in here. That's why I don't think no one, I mean, I'm sure people's metal detect, but they obviously didn't come in here and dig everything. Because someone don't come over here and dig everything, there wouldn't be any pull tab. And this is a pretty hard one here. It could be junk, a pop cap or something, but oh, look at here. You know what I'm saying? I mean, there's been people here, but look at this. So we have a coin spill. So, but it's a newer coin spill. So we got 2 pennies and a dime. Oh, 12 cents. Well, I'll get back to you guys as soon as I get onto another good one. Okay guys, we got another banging signal. Except this one's coming in at 12:43. Let's see what it is. I forgot we are using our grave digger shovel. There's a lot of signals in here, that's for sure. And I love when they're in the plugs. That's good too, because you can see how deep that plug is. But so could be trash. Looks like we got a coin. Thank God, man. That's a good sign too, guys. So it was pretty deep, and we got our first wheat cent. I can't really tell what it is. So we got our first wheat cent. That's good. That's a good sign. So we'll probably stick in over in this area that I'm at. Because I tried just to stay away from certain things. Like when I got here, I knew not to go up by where everybody would be, because they still have an annual fish fry here every year. Obviously that was it. But if that was a spill and there was a silver, that'd be a silver coin find there. So I'll get back to you guys as soon as I get onto another good one. Okay guys, I'm onto another one. There's a lot of signals. This, I mean, it could be trash. I mean, I've just dug a few coins. I've only dug out one Wheatie so far, so that's the only thing old I found. And I'm just kind of doing little short lines. I'm gridding a little bit just to keep for myself in case I decide to come back here. And I'll definitely be back here if I pull a silver out here. Oh, I forgot. That's why I was digging out of that field, man. I was finding tons of golf balls. It's gotta be in this spot. It's trash. Aluminum. That was it, I'm sure of it. Most of them's been like pull tabs. Real deep, the old pull tabs. I mean, that could be the other part, but I'm gonna dig it anyway. More than likely that's probably what it is, but yeah, I can see it. Yeah. I'm hoping just to come across a little hot spot that no one's been to, because it's big as hell back here. I mean, it's huge. They even got a building back here now. I mean, it could be on the other side of that building. It looks like there's a field over there. And you gotta think, I've done at least 15 lines. But I'm just trying to pick something. That's what I'm doing. See, that one's just kind of like kissing it. You're just barely, it's like a little fart. But places like this, I mean, I'm sure there's silver here. It's just, you got to find it. Just because a lot of people's been here, and obviously they didn't come through here and dig all the pull tab signals. They say that if you're people that go look for gold, that they dig 1,000 pull tabs for every gold ring they find. But like I said, there's so much. I think when you get into metal detecting, you need to choose what you want to look for. You know what I mean? And of course, you know, if you get like an old spot that you're pulling a lot of stuff, you just dig everything. You know what I mean? But as far as, you know, just something that you want to find, you know, like people go out and look for Civil War bullets, and just like, I mean, these pull tabs. And obviously no one's went through here. Actually, this line here is probably the quietest, so every other one was banging away. So we'll go, because I already went like that way. I only went to that big tree, but we'll just do an angle straight over, because we're probably about 10 rows from that weed penny. There's a gold ring. That's trash. Actually, that's where we just dug a plug there. Because I went to that tree. Let's try angling over this way. That's probably trash, but you never know, man. It could be a ring. When I used to do a lot of hunting like this, I used to find a lot of silver rings, man. I used to have a big like freezer bag full of them. I mean, you're more likely, I mean, if you dig all them pull tabs, you might find a gold ring. I don't know. But in these kind of parks like this, you definitely find a lot of silver. It's weird at us. Now it's like it's not as deep. Oh, so that's another signal. What's going on, man? Huh. That's weird. That's probably trash. Oh, it's not very deep. Man, what's going on? I mean, that's gotta be trash. What the hell? Ah, I think I just felt it. Yeah, look at this. Look at that, man. It's an antique Pepsi can. It is an older Pepsi. No, it is not. See how far down in there it was? So what that tells you is they probably went through and they flatten it out in here. So when it gets all to where it's not flat, they just come in here and flatten it out. And that's how this stuff happens. So I'll get back to you guys as soon as I get onto another good one. Okay, guys, I got another one. But that's what I've just been digging. I've just been digging a lot of coins. There's a lot of change here. Well, like I said, I've been digging. I found some weird thing up by this tree, but I don't know what it is. I almost think it's either some kind of fitting or maybe that's something I can think of. It looks like a ring, but it's not. I think it's some kind of fitting. You see how big these grubs are. That's why the raccoons and the robins are in your yard. Look how big that grub is. I mean, they're like huge. Huh. That's what I'm doing. I'm basically just trying to stick to a little deeper signals. Doesn't mean anything, I guess. Looks like a pop cap. Coca-Cola. I'll get back to you guys as soon as I get on to another one. Okay guys, we're on call today. So basically we went to a couple different places. The first place we went to didn't work out. I mean, I went through those fields, it was just full of trash. It was too hard to metal detect. So then we came over into Mount Sterling. So we're like probably about a mile up the road from where we started at. So we're in Mount Sterling, and we went to the park over there, and we did all right. I think I dug a couple dollars worth of change. I found one wheat penny. I found the smallest car in the world. But before I left, I wanted to show you, because I don't know when I'll be coming back this way, because I've actually been out here a lot. I mean, I've been out in this area. We're actually in Pickaway County, but there's an old house here. It looks like they're starting to get to it. I don't know if they're gonna fix it up completely, but I just wanted to show it to you guys before I left here. But check this house out. But I think the first time that I come, hopefully I don't get run over. The first time I come out here, this whole thing looked like it was just gonna fall down. This has been a long time ago, you know, like 12 years ago. And I think it's one of the oldest houses here in town. Then it looks like people must have went in there and was tearing it up and shit. There's a poison warning, so they're probably spraying for termites. Usually if you're at a house and there's like a real strong smell in the ground, I wouldn't dig in it, because usually that's probably for the termites. And before these cars, I don't know if someone bought it and they're gonna fix it up, but it's all wood. Everything on it's wood, so that's probably what they're doing, is they're trying to get rid of the termites. But it is a cool, well, you can see like they've done some work up here, but I'm pretty sure this is like a completely wood house. This whole house is made out of wood. But it's the coolest thing. I mean, it looked like an old ghost house when I come through here. I mean, I'm sure I just never paid attention to a lot of stuff until I started metal detecting. You know, I used to come this way all the time because we used to go to Deer Creek to go swimming and fishing and stuff when I was a kid. But I don't know if the people that bought it, I'm pretty sure, you never know, but I mean, I don't really know for sure if they're gonna fix it up, but it's obviously they've done some work to it, because it was in a lot worse shape than it is now. And then this is the barn over here. You can tell that old tree. Well, it's a pretty cool house. So if you guys like this video, give me a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel, and I'll see you guys on the next one. Thanks a lot. Bye.
One evening as the sun went down, the jungle fires were burning. Down the track came a hobo hummer. He said, "Boys, I'm not returning. Headed for a land that's far away, beside the crystal fountain. I see you all this coming fall at the Big Rock Candy Mountain. In the Big Rock Candy Mountain, there's a land that's fair and bright, where the handouts grow on bushes and you sleep out every night, where the boxcars all are empty and the sun shines every day. Oh, the birds, the bees, and the cigarette trees, the whiskey springs and the bluebird sings in the Big Rock Candy Mountain. In the Big Rock Candy Mountain, all the cops have wooden legs, and the bulldogs all have rubber teeth, and the hens lay soft-boiled eggs, and the farmers' trees are full of fruit, and the barns are full of hay. I'm bound to go where there ain't no snow, where the sleet don't fall and the wind don't blow, in the Big Rock Candy Mountain. In the Big Rock Candy Mountain, you never change your socks, and the little streams of alcohol come trickling down the rocks, where the shacks all have to tip their hat and the railroad booms are blind. There's a lake of stew and a whiskey too, and you can paddle all around in the big canoe in the Big Rock Candy Mountain. In the Big Rock Candy Mountain, all the jails are made of tin, and you can bust right you in. There ain't no shorthand shovels, no axes, saws, or picks. I'm going to stay where you sleep all day, where that boy and oil, the inventor of toil, in the big rock candy mountains.